Day, man. Real Talk Radio. Y'all know, y'all know, like always, man. Yeah, look, I'm gonna switch over right here. That's so it go right, cause y'all ain't finna put Katrina Diamond on to me, right? Like always, we got your homegirl Katrina Diamond. What's up, Katrina Diamond?
Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody?
Y'all know how she do it. And behind the camera this time, man, we got Mr. Flick It Up behind the camera.
Mr. Flick
It
It Up.
live in effect, man. Look, we talking about Sanford, man. Life after
Yes.
Trayvon Martin. How has it changed? How Sanford changed? How it affect the youth in the community? How
With the police brutality, how has, the community came together, after the Trayvon Martin,
right?
so I mean, the city, we still see, a lot of um, racism, you know, but we have grown. We have grown. So I think we're building as a community, but there's still much work to be done.
Yeah, it is. And people, I think the whole Trayvon thing came into a more a political campaign almost,
Hmm.
with all the different people coming down, man, like Jesse Jackson and all them
A lot of celebrities.
celebrities came down, and then literally when it was over with, nobody kept in touch with
Right.
the community.
Right.
Nobody started something in
Right.
the community. Just like you had Nipsey Hussle let the marathon continue, they still talking
Right.
about it.
Right.
But the whole Trayvon Martin and everybody else that lost their lives in the city is like it's gone.
It's dead.
It's dead.
Yeah.
There is no continuation of
Right.
it. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
they talk about it. You may hear about it, and they talk about it, like different, in different settings. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like they may bring Trayvon Martin up, like maybe if they're talking about something on TV or something like that,
Right.
but it's not talked about in Sanford. You know,
Like it's
how because Trayvon Martin, if you believe it or not, even though police brutality is going around in everywhere, um, Trayvon Martin murder, it set fire, and that he's the one that murder started the movement, Black Lives Matter. That murder started everything, started the other people to start coming out whenever something happened,
right.
started the video, and started because of him. That's when everything started being put to place.
Yeah, and listen, man. And the sad thing about that incident, it wasn't a police officer. It was a
No,
it
it
was
was
a
a toy cop.
it was a toy cop. Why we got called security is a real job. Now you did security before in life before,
I
haven't
was a
you?
toy cop.
You was a toy
I was
cop.
a toy cop.
I wasn't. I was a real officer. I had a badge. I had a gun. I had a taser. Even though it said security officer, I was an officer.
You was a toy cop.
I was not arresting any toys and whatnot.
You was a toy cop.
Okay, I was a tour car.
If a crime should had
I couldn't do nothing.
arised, you couldn't do anything but call the police.
But why didn't God? Why didn't what's his name?
Zimmerman.
Yeah, why didn't he call the police?
That's because he was looking for something.
Oh,
He was looking for a confrontation. He was racist.
right.
He is. I'm not gonna say was because was is past tense. He is a racist, and he was looking for a confrontation. And Trayvon happened to be walking from the store with a tea and Skittles in his hand, and the young man was defending himself, and at the end he got killed. His life was taken. So
Yeah, so we are gonna talk to some. As y'all see, man, we right here live at Sanford downtown lakefront.
yes.
Make sure you guys go to the Shakedown, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, man. It will pop on the bottom of the page like our cameraman do. But we're gonna talk to some of these young cats, man, and find out what they think, how they feel, how has the community changed, or do they still feel the harassment and oppressor? So until then, we'll see if we can get somebody to get one of them to come over,
Do you think you
uh,
can get us one?
on, and
Just
then
one.
one,
Just one.
and we'll do that.
Yeah.
Also, be a lookout, man. We got some new episodes, new interviews coming up tomorrow. new episode, new interviews tomorrow as well with hip hop interviews, man. So make sure y'all guys send in your music. Go to our website, shakedownshowcase.com. Also, and keep tuning in to Real Talk Tuesday, man. Like LeBron James doing, man. Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we're gonna have somebody interview. Katrina gonna interview them, and we're gonna find out. We're gonna let you hold the mic right here.
Yes, we're gonna interview a young man. Hello, hello. How are you? And what is your name?
Dimitri?
Dimitri. Are you a Sanford resident?
No, ma'am.
No.
Uh-uh.
So you don't live in Sanford.
Well, I live in Sanford, but I'm not from Sanford.
Okay. How long have you been here?
For a year.
For a year. So, I'm sorry. So for a year, what have you seen since you've been in Sanford?
A lot of good things. Like, I see a lot of good people that be playing basketball and having, like, communication to play ball with each other and not, like, argue and fight each other and not be, out on the streets and staying in school.
So that's a good thing because that has changed in Sanford because it was like this court. I mean, it has been renovated. I mean, this whole park has been renovated, but it was a lot of fights. So it used to be a lot of fights here, So and downtown has grown, So what do you want to see come to Sanford? What positive things you want to see for our young black guys? What do you want to see come to Sanford?
Well, I like to see that we can, like, made it from what you come from, never forget what you come from and stuff,
Right.
and keep your head up and have faith in yourself and pray on God.
Right.
Pray to God.
Man.
Because when you pray to God, you don't know what you can get from God, from a blessing.
And you know what? That's good because a lot of our young people, are going to church now. A lot of our young peoples are preaching now. A lot of our young youth, especially our young black men, they are, being active in the church. So for you to even say, about God and putting God first in everything that we try to do or try to put together, it will work. So do you go to church here in Sanford?
No, ma'am. I go to church in Orlando. It's called Northern Rock Ministries by Pastor Brandon Screen.
Oh, okay. You from
Okay.
Motown. I know that church. Yeah, I know that church.
So what?
Bible. Steady gang gang. Bible. Yeah.
So what brought you to Sanford?
Dad found a house and then we moved in, and so I was like, wow, this is a nice neighborhood, and I love being in a neighborhood with a lot of young black men and then hanging out with them and trying to get to know more black people.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. I think that's what a lot of our communities are lacking in the young is people trying to get out the network. I don't care if it don't even have to be about music, business, or whatever. It's networking to find out what's going on in your community to be able to better your community or yourself. Because it might be something he got that I don't have that he can help me out that I'm trying to get somewhere. You know what I mean? And by doing that, you got to get out in your community and network to find that niche for yourself, that positiveness. And not all the time it's got to be negative. And a lot of times, man, we got to be careful the way that we actually carry ourselves around other individuals because you won't get somebody to approach you if you got that unit on your face all the time. You know what I mean? I don't care if you got gold in your mouth. Every now and then give a smirk or something. Let people know, yeah, you can talk with me. I'm a real person. I'm cool people. I don't care if you just got out, whatever you just did, man. If you're trying to do a positive change, make yourself open to these young people, man, so they can learn from you and learn from your mistakes and not go back doing what you done or what anybody else done in the community, man.
We need that. We need more young, positive, black young men as yourself, to be role models for the younger little boys that's coming up, because that's so important because a lot of our black guys either in jail, dead, or selling drugs, so we need more positive individuals. Have you ever thought about being a big brother or anything with our young youth?
Well, I have a big brother and I look up to him, but I had to change that around because I never seen my brother over 18 years. Because next thing you know, I don't know what my brother doing in his life, but I had the good thing I got God in my life and praying to him every day and telling people to keep your head up and smile because God made you to wake up every day to say, look at you doing your job because I made you to be a right person, not a bad person. Because when you wake up, people just don't thank God because you don't know what can happen. You might not wake up the next day. And like when you bless, you gotta be happy with your blessing. Never judge God for a blessing, which you can like we can get.
You know what? That you said a mouthful. I can't even come back with nothing with that because you said a mouthful. And you know what? And you are gonna be blessed. You are blessed. And you just keep putting God first. And keep being positive the way you are. I tell you, you just oh my gosh, oh my, and you don't find too many. You know what I'm saying? That I mean, you said a mouthful. You said a mouthful.
Man, yeah, you definitely inspired me. You know my slogan, man. You definitely inspired me and motivated me to put forth effort and more in things that I do. But that role model thing, sometimes I have a problem with the role model thing because that's a lot of pressure on an individual. That and everybody's not prepared or is right to be a role model. Even though they're a good person, a lot of people can't handle that role of being a role model. You know what I mean? It's a lot of pressure on them. It's too much, and then they start internalizing their self. I've seen people that come role models, man, and big ups to man to Robert Williams with depression. Understand depression is a mental disease, is a real disease, and a lot of people get that pressure. And when they get under so much pressure, they go into depression or go into what I call the sinking place. You know how they did on Get Out. You know what I mean? That tea, you hear that little teacup. You know what I mean? Getting that, yeah. So, I don't like to put pressure on people, say you got to come a role model. If you feel in your heart that it's designed for you to be the role model, then that's what you should
You know
do.
what? Like you know what? And I agree with you at a certain point. But if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? What we're doing right now, that's a role model. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like how you are dressed, that's a role model. You
That's
know what I'm
just my
saying?
swag. That's
So
all that
I
is.
mean, how he is dressed, he don't have his pants hanging down. Guess what? If a little kid came by, you know what, dog, I want to dress just like him. So it doesn't have to be something that you are doing purposely. You know what I'm saying? But if a child see that, and see you're doing something positive, it only take a little bit for a child to grasp
Right.
onto, what I'm saying, something positive. Because guess what? When they see these guys that's selling drugs on a corner or riding in these cars, that's a role model, but in a negative way. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't have to put yourself out there and say, hey, I want to be a role model. Guess what? Your everyday lifestyle, if it's a positive lifestyle, that's a role model.
I agree, but you know how they say, man, bad news travel faster than good news. So when Satan got kicked out of heaven, all the angels knew about it. You know what I'm saying? But when he was there, half of them didn't pay him no attention. So that whole thing is, man, with social media and other stuff, man, we just got to be mindful what we put out. Some people just don't care. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean by that. People are not prepared to be role models or understand it. Anything you want to feed off on that?
Um, well, if a person look up to me, I'll tell them put God first, not me, because put God first, your family first, then your friends, because you don't know what your family can do for you. Because your family can do a lot for you. They put clothes on your back, put food on the table, put a roof over your head. Because when you put God first and then your family, you don't know what you can get from God and then your family. Because once you put everything first, and then you can do whatever you want by yourself.
Right.
Because once you put God first, God can do anything for you, for your life. You can move up. Don't worry about your past and worry about your future. Because you keep on worrying about your past, you're moving backwards. You need to move forward.
Man, you can't. You can't. You got it. The only way that you excel and come successful is putting your past behind you and looking for what you want better for yourself in the future. See, a lot of people keep saying, I'm affected by my past. If you affected by your past still, you haven't moved forward. You haven't ejected yourself to move forward. Therefore, you got to stay stuck because of your past. look, situations happen in life. Life happens. But like God does in every book that you read, he brief seconds about what happened, the situation is. The rest is about moving forward and getting to know God. And that's what it's about, man. You know what I mean, man? I feel like I'm in a church right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. But that's what it's about, man. Your past is your past. Your past is like a rear view mirror. You ain't gonna drive the whole way down the road looking in your rear view mirror. You know what I mean? You trying to get where you're going. So you gotta keep your eyes on the road, and you only glance at your rear view mirror a brief second just to make sure that your past stay behind you. You know what I mean? So, man, I appreciate you, man. What's your name again?
Demetri Burton.
All right. Make sure, man, you go to our YouTube channel, Shakedown Showcase. Man, this is live right now on YouTube, so everybody that's tuned in on YouTube, they live, they see an effect, man. We appreciate you stopping by, man. Hopefully we can talk to one of your other buddies, too, as well. Oh, man, look how they did us, man. It must be about that time, about to get out. But, look, our cameraman is real good with that light. And he got us, man. Any final words?
I just say, just stay positive. Just, when you're out, stay positive, because you never know who's watching you. Keep God first. And everything else gonna fall under. So.
Yes, sir. Any final words you want to say, man?
Keep your head up, have faith, and never give up for what you're trying to achieve. Amen.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Definitely, man. Appreciate you, definitely. So we need more people like that in the community, man. This is your boy K6, man. Y'all know how I end every show, like always, man. Motivate yourself, to inspire others, to inspire yourself. We out. Flick, let's let them know, man. We out of here. Yeah.